Hello, good morning, students. We are doing chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. Okay, chapter 5, arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic progressions. Okay, this is your chapter number 5, and I was doing exercise 5.3. Exercise 5.3. This is what we are doing, and now this is on page number 113 of your textbook. All right. Now, what you have to understand is that we have already done 10 questions. Okay, and so I'm going to begin with the 11th question. In the previous video, I have done 10 questions. Now let's begin with the 11th question. Now, 11th question here says, if the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square. If the sum of the first n terms, so S of n is given as 4n minus n square. Okay, 4n minus n square, sum of n terms. Okay, so if I want to find, now see, S of n minus 1 will be what? 4 into n minus 1 minus n minus 1 whole square. Okay, so what do I get now? 4n minus 4 minus, let us expand this in bracket, a minus b whole square. Okay, this is expansion of what? A minus b whole square, n minus 1 whole square, n square minus 2n plus 1. Now let us open the bracket. 4n minus 4, change the sign because there is a minus sign in front of the bracket. So change the sign, plus 2n minus 1. Let us simplify this. Minus n square, okay, 4n plus 2n, 6n, minus 4 minus 1, minus 5. Now what is this? S of n is given, S of n minus 1 we have found out. So now therefore, A of n is S of n minus S of n minus 1. Okay, this is one formula that you must try and remember. Okay, this is slightly different, but you should try and remember this formula, that A of n is equal to S of n minus S of n minus 1. Now let us put the values. S of n is what? S of n is 4n minus n square. You see this? S of n minus S of n minus 1. S of n minus 1 is minus n square plus 6n minus 5. Okay, now again we open the bracket, 4n minus n square minus, this is minus, will become plus. Okay, this is plus, so it will become minus because there is a minus sign in front of the bracket, and plus 5. All right, now let us read it. Minus n square plus n square will cancel out. 4n minus 6n is minus 2n and plus 5. Okay, so now A of n is equal to minus 2n plus 5. Okay, now what we want to, according to the question, what is the sum of the first two terms? So first of all, we'll try to find out the AP. Okay, so what will be the AP? Now AP, put n is equal to 1. Okay, then I'll get the first term. So minus 2, n is equal to 1, so minus 2 into 1, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. All right, now put n is equal to 2. So minus 2 2s are 4 plus 5. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Okay, now put n is equal to 2. Okay, 2 2s are 4. Now put n is equal to 3. 3 2s are 6. Minus 6 plus 5, minus 1. Okay, now put n is equal to 4. 4 2s are 8. Minus 8 plus 5, minus 3, and so on. Okay, so now what do you get? The first term is 3, and the common difference is 1 minus 3, that is minus 2. Now you can find any term. Okay, whichever term you want to find, you can easily find that term. Now the question says, find, according to this question, what is the sum of the first two terms? Okay, so sum of two terms, S of 2. Okay, you can see we already found out 3 and 1. 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. Okay, that is the sum of the first two terms. Also, we are asked that what is the second term. The second term, okay, the second term. The second term, now here you can see second term is 1. Okay, so what is the second term? Then similarly find the third term. Okay, third term is minus 1. The third term is equal to minus 1. Okay, and it also says similarly find the 10th term. Now if I want to find the 10th term, then a of 10 will be equal to minus 2n plus 5. Minus 2n plus 5. Put n is equal to 10 plus 5. So 10 2s are 20 plus 5. That is minus 15. So the 10th term is minus 15. Also, we are supposed to find the nth term. So this is your nth term. Okay. So this is your nth term. Okay. A of n. The nth term. Okay. The nth term is a of n is equal to minus 2n plus 5. Alright. So once again look at this problem. You see it was slightly big problem in the sense that a lot of things were asked. What were we given? We are given s of n is 4n minus n square. So first we find s of n minus 1. Why? Because you see a of n, the nth term is given by s of n minus s of n minus 1. Remember this. Okay. Try and memorize this formula. A of n is equal to s of n minus s of n minus 1. S of n is given. So find s of n minus 1. We have found out this. Be careful with the negative sign. Then you simplify this and you get minus 2n plus 5. So therefore the nth term is minus 2n plus 5. Now you can find any term. If you want to find the first term, put n is equal to 1. Then you want to find the second term, put n is equal to 2. You want to find the third term, put n is equal to 3. You want to find the fourth term, put n is equal to 4. And you will get the AP. 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3 and so on. You want to find the 10th term, put n is equal to 10. That's all. Okay. And the sum of the first two terms. The first term is 3. The second term is 1. 3 plus 1, 4. Alright, that was 11th one. Now let us see the 12th one. The 12th one says find the sum of the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. Okay. First 40 integers which are divisible by 6. So the AP will be what? 6. Okay. 12, 18, 24 and so on. Okay. These are all positive integers and they are divisible by 6. Remember the first positive 6 the integers which are divisible by 6. So there will be multiples of 6. 6 1s are 6 2s are 6 3s are 6 4s are and so on. And you want to find the sum of the first 40. So S of 40. That is what we want to find. Find S of 40. Okay. Here A is equal to first term is 6. Common difference is equal to 12 minus 6. And that is also equal to 6. Okay. Now S of 40. S of 40 will be n upon 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Alright. Now let us put the values. Okay. If I put the values here, I get n upon 2, that is 40 upon 2. Okay. 2 into a. The first term. Okay. The first term is 6. So 2 into 6, that is 12. N is 40. 40 minus 1, 39 into d. D is equal to 6. 39 into 6. Alright. So I get 20 multiplied by 12 plus 6 9s are 54, 6 3s are 18, 18 and 5, 23. Okay. So 20 into 246. 20 into 246. If you multiply it, you get 4920. 4920. Yes, 4920. Alright. So that is question number. All you have to do is the first multiples, 40 multiples or numbers which are divisible by 6. 6, 12, 18 and so on. S of 40. Alright. So that's your question number 12. Alright. Now let's see question number 13. Okay. Question 13. Question 13 says find the sum of the first 15 multiples of 8. Okay, the same type of question now. AP. First, find the sum of the first 15 multiples of 8. 8 1s are, 8 2s are, 8 3s are 24, 8 fours are 32, and so on. You get an AP. All right. Here A is equal to 8, the first term. The common difference is equal to 16 minus 8. That is equal to 8. Okay. And you want to find the sum of the first 15. So S of 15 is equal to question mark. So S of 15 is equal to 15 upon 2, n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. So 15 upon 2. Now 2 into a is 8. So 2 8s are 16. N is 15. 15 minus 1, 14. And d is also 8. So d is equal to 8. Okay, remember that. 16 plus 8 into 14. 4 8s are 32. 8 1s are 8 and 3, 11. So I get 15 upon 2 into 128. So 15 upon 2 divide karo. Divide 128 by 2, you get 64. Multiply this, 15 4s are 60, 15 6s are 90, 960. Alright, there you go. You see, these problems are not at all difficult. I told you that. See the 14th one. Let's see the 14th question there. Find the sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Again, the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Odd numbers between 0 and 50 are what? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 49. Remember, 50 is not included. 50 is not included because it is between 50. So, and this 50 is anyway, 50 is an even number. So, this will be, last number will be 49. So, here A is equal to 1. Common difference 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. And the last term is equal to 49. A of n, that is equal to last term L, is 49. Alright, now I apply the formula. A of n, A plus n minus 1 into d. Now A of n is 49. That is the last term. A is given as 1, 40. Now n we don't know. Okay. And d is now, in this case, it is 2. So 49 minus 1 would be 48. 48 divided by 2. So therefore n minus 1 is equal to 24. Therefore n is equal to 25. That means the 25th term is 49. The 25th term is 49. We are asked find the sum of the first odd numbers between first. So that means you are supposed to find S of 25. S of 25 will be 25 upon 2. Okay. Into bracket 2a. A is the first term. 2 1s are 2. N minus 1. 25 we are finding 25. S of 25 minus 1 is 24. Into d. D is equal to 2. Okay. In this case, d is equal to 2. So I get 25 upon 2. Okay. 25 upon 2. And then 24 2s are 48. And plus 2, 50. So 25 multiplied by 25. 2 25s are cancel out. And you get 25 25s are 625. Again, you can see they are quite easy. All you have to know is what is to be done. That is where you got to understand. Okay. So that was question number 14. Alright. Now let us do question number 15. Question 15. Question number 15 says, a contract, see this careful, these are word problems, okay, based on AP, but we got to understand the question. So let us read the question together. A contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion of the job beyond a certain date as follows. Rupees 200 for the first day. Now that gives us an idea, you see, 200 rupees for the first day, okay, then 250 for the second day, 250 for the, then 250, then 300, then 350, okay, so on. That means what? This forms an AP where the first term is 200 and the common difference is 250 minus 200, and that is equal to 50 rupees. The common difference 50. Alright. So it says, and so on. the penalty for each succeeding day being rupees 50 more, the word more is important, that means D is positive, than the previous day. How much money the contractor has to pay as a penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days. So your N is equal to 30. So that means you want to find S of 30. Okay, S of 30. How much penalty he will have to pay. So now S of 30 is equal to N upon 2, 30 upon 2 into bracket 2A. 2 into A is 200. 200 2s are 400. N minus 1. N is 30. 30 minus 1 is 29. Into D. D is 50 rupees. Alright. So 15 multiplied by into bracket 400 plus, okay, 5 9s are 45, 5 2s are 10, 1450. So 15 multiplied by 1850. 15 multiplied by 1850. And if you multiply 15 by 1850, you get 27750. 27750. That means this 27,750 rupees, he will have to pay a penalty of rupees 27,750. You can write one sentence. He has to pay a penalty of rupees 27,750 for 30 days delay. Okay, उसने डिले किया है, 30 days का डिले, and therefore he has to pay this penalty. Alright, this was a word problem based on AP. Now let us see the 16th question. Okay, the 16th question is also similar type. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes. Okay, rupees 700. So, and 7 prizes. So, S of 7 is equal to rupees 7. N is equal to 7. Now remember carefully. There are 7 prizes, so N is equal to 7. And the total of the 7 prizes, that is S of 7, is equal to 700 rupees. So a sum of 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is 20 less, okay, less, so that means D is negative, minus 20. Remember that. In the previous question, it was positive, okay, rupees 50 more. So D was plus 50, and here D is equal to minus 20. Minus 20 means 20 rupees less. Okay. Then it's preceding find the value of each of the 7 prizes. Now first of all, you see, we will have to find the AP. So S of 7, we apply the formula. S of N is equal to N by 2 into bracket N by 2 into bracket 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Obviously, you see, if you don't remember the formulas, you can't do these problems. Okay, so therefore, S of 7 is equal to 7 upon 2, 2 into A. We don't know the first term. Plus N minus 1. There are 7 prizes. N is equal to 7. 7 minus 1, 6. Into D is minus 20. So that is equal to 7 upon 2, 2A minus 6 2s are 120. Okay, this is N minus 1. N is 7. 7 minus 1, 6. D is minus 20. Alright, so this S of 700 is given as 700 rupees. S of 7. So 700 divided by 7 and multiplied by 2. So 700 into 2, 1400 divided by 7 would be how much? Would be 200. Is equal to 2A minus 120. Therefore 2A is equal to 320. Or A is equal to 160. That means the first prize is 160. Okay, therefore your AP, first prize 160. Okay, now 20 rupees less, it says minus 20. So you get 140. Okay, 120, then 100 rupees, then 80 rupees, then 60 rupees, and then 40 rupees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 prizes. So you get the 7 prizes. So which are the 7 prizes? Are the 7 prizes? Are the 7 prizes. Okay, we are supposed to find the 7 prizes. Once again, see here. what is important is that the 7, if you add up this total, you will get 700. See, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 and 700. If you add it up, you get 700. There are 7 prizes, and the first prize, second prize, third prize difference is 20 rupees less each time. Okay, that was S of 16, that is S of 7. Alright, that was 16th question. Now let us do the 17th question. Alright, question number 17. In a school, students thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. For example, a section of class 1 will plant 1 tree, a section of class 2 will plant 2 trees, and so on till class number 12. There are 3 sections in each class. How many trees will be planted by all the students? So let's understand this. See, suppose this is class 1. Okay, class 1. Now there are 3 sections, 1A, 1B and 1C. They are all planting 1 tree. So how many trees? They are planting 3 trees. Okay, then say class 2. There are again 3 sections, A, B and C. They are planting 2 trees. So how many trees? 6 trees. Okay, they have planted 6 trees. Now in the same way, class 3, again there are 3 sections, A, B and C, and they have planted 3 trees. Each section has planted 3 trees, so 9 trees. Okay, and finally if you go this way, you get class 12. Okay, class 12, again there are 3 sections, A, B and C, and they have planted 12 trees. So how many trees? 36 trees. Alright, so in this way we want to find how many trees are planted. So here you can see that it forms an AP. What is the first term of the AP? 3 trees, then 6 trees, then 9 trees, and finally 36 trees. Okay, so therefore the first term of the AP will be 3. The common difference will be 6 minus 3, that is also equal to 3. And the last term, A of n, will be equal to 36. Okay, so the last term is 36. Remember, this is the 12th standard of planted 36 trees. So therefore, how many trees? You want to find S of n. But first of all, we'll have to find number. Okay, so here, and remember, n is equal to class 12. But let's find out. See, if you don't know that, you can still find out. A plus n minus 1 into D. Alright, this should be 12 because there are 12 classes. You can directly put A of 12. Okay, A of 12 will be 36. There are 12 terms. You see, first term, second term, third term, fourth term. This is the 12th term. We know that. Okay, we already know this. So I can directly find S of 12. S of 12. S of 12 is equal to n by 2 into bracket 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, but supposing you don't know, then find n. Okay, so suppose in this case A of n is given as 36. Okay, A is equal to 3 plus n we don't know, n minus 1, and D is 3. Okay, so 36 minus 3 is 33. 33 divided by 3, n minus 1. So n minus 1 is equal to 11. Therefore n is equal to 12. As I said here, the 12th class. So we know that there are 12 terms. So this is the last term. So you can directly use this formula. There is no need to calculate n is equal to 12. इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. But you can do it if you are not confident enough or if you don't know. Alright. So in this case, you will get 12 divided by 2 into A, 3. 12 minus 1 is 11 into D is 3. Okay. Now you can see that these calculations become quite easy once you substitute correctly. 6, 3 2s are 6 plus 33. So 6 into 39. 6 9s are 54, 6 3s are 18, 18 and 5, 23. So many trees. That means all the students together planted 234 trees. Alright. So you can see that these are not at all difficult at all. Okay. Now, after that, let us see number 18. This was question number 17. Okay. Let us see question number 18 now. 18th question says, a spiral is made up of successive semicircles with centers alternately at A and B, starting with A, radii of 0.5, 1 centimeter, 1.5, 2 centimeters as shown in the figure 5.4. What is the length, total length of such a spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles? Semicircles, not circles. Okay, take pi is equal to 22 upon 7. Now you can see the next page. Okay, what is given is, there are, you see it's given that there are semicircles like this and so on. Okay, and they have shown there is a line. This is just a figure, rough figure I'm showing you, B, C, D and so on. Okay, and you see this is the length of the first semicircle, L1, the length of the second semicircle, and length of the third semicircle and so on. But you must understand that these are semicircles, spirals, not perfect circles, they are semicircles. Okay, and the radii is a what? Radii is given as 0.5 centimeters, then 1 centimeter, then 1.5 centimeter, then 2 centimeters and so on. Okay, but we want to find the total length. Okay, so first of all, length of the first semicircle. Remember circumference of a circle. Okay, circumference, see this, circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So semicircle, for a semicircle, for the length of the semicircle or the circumference of a semicircle will be simply pi into r. Okay, that is 22 upon 7 into radius. That means we are going to find, this is going to be your L, L1, L2, L3 and so on. So L1 will be equal to 22 upon 7 and the first radius is 0.5. 0.5 means half. That is equal to, remember, 11 upon 7. So here this will become 11 upon 7. Now L2 will be what? L2 will be again, that is 20 pi into r. Okay, not 2 pi r, just pi into r. 22 into radius is 1. So you get 22 upon 7. Similarly L3, what will be L3? Pi into r. Radius is 1.5. 1.5 means 3 upon 2. Okay, 2 cancels, you get 33 upon 7. So this will be now 33 upon 7. Okay, so that means what? It forms an AP. Alright, so what is this AP now? Okay, it forms an AP. AP will be equal to L1, L2, L3 and so on. But what is it actually? First one is 11 upon 7, then 22 upon 7, then 33 upon 7. Now you can easily guess, it will be 44 upon 7 and so on. Okay, what are we told? That there are 13 semicircles. Okay, if you look at the question, it says 13 consecutive semicircles. So n is equal to 13. Alright, this is given, 13 consecutive semicircles. Now you want to find the total. So therefore, your A is 11 upon 7, D is 22 upon 7 minus 11 upon 7. And that is also 11 upon 7. Now you want to find S of 13. S of 13 will be n by 2 into bracket 2 into A plus n minus 1, 13 minus 1, 12 into D. D is also 11 upon 7. Alright. Now you can see that is simply simplification of this. 13 upon 2. Okay. 11 2s are 22 upon 7. Alright. And then 12 into 11. 12 ones are 12 and 13. 132 upon 7. So you get 13 upon 2 into 132 plus 22 is 154. 154 upon 7. Alright. Now see, this can be divided as yet. 13 upon 2 into 7 2s are 14 and 7 2s are 14. That is 13 into 11. 13 into 11. 13 ones are 13. Okay. 13 and 13 and 114. 143 centimeters. This is your answer. Okay, once again, just have a look at it carefully. See, there are 13 semicircles. Okay, I'm explaining the question to you. 13 semicircles. Each one is radius is increasing 0.51, 1.52 and so on. You want to find the total length of 13 semicircles. So your n is equal to 13 semicircles. But what will be the length of the first semicircle? L1. It is a semicircle. So circumference is given by pi r. Pi is 22 upon 7. Radius is half. That is 1 upon 2. You get 11 upon 7. Then length of the second semicircle. Pi into r. Radius is 1 centimeter. So 22 upon 7. Length of the third semicircle. 22 upon 7 into 3 upon 2. 1.5 centimeter. 33 upon 7. So you get an AP. What is this AP? Length of first, second, third, fourth, fifth semicircles. What are they? 11 upon 7, 22 upon 7, 33 upon 7, 44 upon 7 and so on. Okay. Number of semicircles is 13. So we must find S of 13. Your A is 11 upon 7. D is also 11 upon 7. Substitute and you get 143 centimeters. Alright. Now that was number 18. Now let's do number 19. Number 19 says 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. 20 logs in the bottom row. Okay. 19 logs in the next row. So you see we have got an AP here. 200 logs. Okay. 20 logs. Okay. 20 logs. Then 19 logs. Then 18 logs, 17 logs and so on. Okay. It says that 200 logs, total number of logs, S of n. S of n is equal to 200. 200 logs. Total number of logs is 200. S of n. 200 logs are stacked in a row with the bottom row being 20. फिर एक कम किया 19, 20 right up to the top. Okay. And so on. In how many rows are 200 logs arranged and how many logs are there in the top row? Okay, the number of rows will go on decreasing like this, triangle की तरह. Okay, this way. Number of logs 20 है, उसके बाद 19 है, उसके बाद 18 and so on. This is the top row. ये top row है. This is the top row. You want to find how many are there in the top row. How many rows? That means you want to find n. N is question mark. And how many are there? That means you want to find A of n also. Both the things. So first of all, let us find out S of n is equal to n by 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, substitute S of n is equal to n upon S of n is given as 200, n upon 2, n we don't know. Okay, 2 into A is given as 20. Okay, n we don't know, and d is equal to 1. You can see it goes on decreasing order, but it is minus 1. Okay, remember that, minus 1. 19 minus 20. Now 200 into 2 is 400. N 22s are 40. And this will become, when you multiply it, you get minus n plus 1. Okay, because there is a minus sign. And then big bracket over. So 400 is equal to n, 40 minus n plus 1. So you get 400 is equal to n into 41 minus n. Okay. So now you open the bracket, 41n minus n square. Therefore you get an equation, n square minus 41n plus 400 is equal to 0. Now you got this equation. Alright. So now you can factorize it. You should get 400, 16 into 25, n square minus 16n minus 25n plus 400 is equal to 0. 16, 25, minus 16 minus 25 is minus 41, and 60 minus 16 multiplied by minus 25 is plus 400. Alright, so you get n minus 16 and n minus 25 is equal to 0. Therefore, n is equal to 16 or n is equal to 25. Now in this case both are positive and both are integers. That means both are possible. Okay. But let us find out. Therefore A of n is equal to A of 16. A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay. Now A is the first term, that is 20. 16 minus 1 is 15. D is minus 1. So 20 minus 15, that is 5, which is possible. Now if I take A of 25, A plus 25 minus 1 into D. Okay, A is 20, 25 minus 1 is 24, D is minus 1. So 20 minus 24, that is minus 4. Okay, but you cannot have minus 4 logs. You can't have minus 4 logs. Logs are countable. Okay, ये logs है. Wood, pieces of wood. You can't have minus 4 pieces of wood. And therefore, n equal to 25 is not possible. Okay, and therefore, n is equal to 16. And a of n is equal to what? We have just found out. A of n is equal to a of 16 is equal to 5 logs. Alright, what does it mean? It means that there will be how many rows? There will be totally 16 rows. Okay, n is equal to 16 rows. इसी तरह से 20, 19, 18 and so on. There will be 16 rows. And the number of logs in the topmost row will be 5 logs in the top row. Okay, in the top, this is your top row. सबसे ऊपर है 5 logs. Okay, that was number 19. Alright, now let us see. There is one more out here, and that is question number 20. Alright, so let's finish this also. Now 20 says that in a potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point, which is 5 meters from the first potato. Alright, so let us just see. This is a starting point, and here it is shown that there is a bucket out here. Okay, a bucket is placed out here, and from the starting point at 5 meters distance, there is your first potato, and then at another 3 meters distance, there is your second potato here. This is your first potato, this is your second potato, and this distance is 3 meters. So totally 8 meters ho jayega. Alright, and then the third potato is here, the third potato, another 3 meters, 8 plus 3, 11 meters. Now a person has to go and come back, so 10 meters ho jayega. Okay, so therefore AP, first time he will go from here, take the potato and put it in the bucket. So that means it will be 10 meters. Okay, then for the second potato he has to go 8 meters and then again come back, so 16 meters. For the third potato he has to go 11 meters and then again come back, so 22 meters, and so on. It will form an AP. Alright, so here the first term of the AP is 10. The common difference is 16 minus 10, that is equal to 6. And what are we supposed to find? It says in a potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point, the 10 potatoes. There are 10 potatoes. Okay, so n is equal to 10. 10 potatoes are there. So now you have to find S of n. S of n is n upon 2 into bracket, okay, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Total distance, how much total distance will he cover when he can put all the 10 potatoes in the bucket? You see, this is your bucket. Okay, he has to run, collect the potato and put it in the bucket, run again, collect the potato and put it in the bucket. So how much distance will he run for collecting 10 potatoes? N is equal to 10 potatoes. Okay, how much he has to run? So therefore S of 10, 10 upon 2 into bracket 2 into A is 10, 10 minus 1 into D. D, you can see the difference between, we have just found out, is 6. And therefore, now all you have to do is substitute. You get 5, 10 2s are 20, 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 6 are 54, 54 multiplied by 74, 5 4s are 20, okay, 5 7s are 35 and 2, 370 meters. That means the person will run 370 meters to collect all the potatoes. Okay, in other words, the total distance that the person covers when he runs these from first potato to second potato, third potato up to the 10 potatoes, he will cover a distance of 370 meters to collect all the 10 potatoes and put it in the bucket. Alright, so this was question number 20, and that completes this exercise. Alright, now once again, please, if those who are watching these videos, I want to tell you that I will continue to upload such videos for the whole syllabus, okay, maths as well as science, and I will be doing them one by one for you. So this is extremely helpful. and I will be uploading videos every day. So those who are watching for the first time, please subscribe to these videos or to these channels so that automatically you will be notified whenever I upload every day. Okay. The secondly thing, watch the video, like it, and even share it with your friends if you want to. Finally, leave a comment also. Like and leave a comment in the comment section. You can even ask questions in the comment section if you have anything particular question, or if you want something more, if you want me to solve some more problems on a particular topic, okay, then let me know by telling me in my comment section. Comment section you can write, for example, sir, we want more practice for exercise 5 or exercise 5.2 or similar arithmetic progression problems. Okay, trigonometry, if you want more practice in trigonometry, write that in the comment section so that I know what you want, because this is about you, not just about me. All right. Thank you. Continue to watch. Be safe. Have a nice day. Thank you.